Hello guys, how's everyone doing? I'm trying to bring the chat up. One sec guys, sorry I'm late. This is the second time in a few years that this has happened. So please do not think it's a common thing. Last time, the reason was that I forgot, and this time it is the same reason. I'd love to give you an excuse, like the car broke down and I just had to run home and just abandon my broken down car just to get here. But I just couldn't make it in time, but that was not the case. The case is I literally just forgot. I lost track of time, I wasn't paying attention to the clock and I forgot. So I am sorry about that. I'll try to do better next time. Well, I mean, I will do better next time. I'll start setting alarms for my webinars. I wonder how many people are still here, how many people actually waited. Not many. Fair enough. I wouldn't wait 20 minutes either. So, who is still here? Why can't I see the names of people in here? One of the bad things about YouTube. Maybe I can, I just can't find it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all the stuff set up. Right, so in today's webinar, we're going to be doing some daily analysis. This webinar is at a bit of a weird time. It's at not at a normal time we do webinars. That's just because I am extremely busy today. I'm leaving on holiday tomorrow for a week. And as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, the day before you go on holiday, you got to finish up all those things that you couldn't get done. So I've just been having a crazy day trying to get things done. It's been hectic, so I haven't. That's not an excuse for being late. I'm just saying it's been a hectic day. So I planned this webinar intentionally later. That way I could get everything out of the way in the morning and do the webinar in the evening. Thursday webinar isn't the best, really, for to be a 6 p.m. Thursday webinar isn't the best because if we're doing a webinar at 6 p.m. on Thursday, we only have the Friday trading day left. But you know, it's the best I could do, guys. I'm sorry. I just had a crazy day preparing for the holiday. So let's get started. Kick things off with EURJPY. I was looking for a potential short yesterday on EURJPY. That just never really happened. It just kept moving up. GBPUSD, I took a short, jumped in a little bit early on this one. I jumped in on the 12-hour. Obviously, that didn't work out too well for me. It shot up. This was a bit of a risky trade going in because it wasn't a proper reversal setup, but I thought it had a good chance of working out. I was wrong. What can you do? It's been a good week overall. It's just that one trade didn't really do what I wanted it to do. AUD New Zealand, nothing much going on there. AUD USD, this one started to trend up. I think we're seeing a turn in these trends. I think we're seeing a weakening of the US dollar, so these pairs are possibly going to start trending up. Euro AUD, this one is looks like it's starting to trend down, but there's no real setup there. Euro CAD, no setup there. EURJPY, no setup there. Why wasn't this a real setup? I mean, generally speaking, Edward, what we look for is we look for indecision forming on resistance, and this was not indecision at all. This was a pretty strong bullish candle breaking through that resistance area. This bearish candle, this one is what got me into this trade. But you know, we didn't have that kind of normal setup we look for where price stalls out on top of the support resistance area. We didn't have that at all. What we had here was just price doing a quick turnaround and then continuing in its original direction. I just thought there was a good chance it was going to turn around because it was 200 moving average combined with the resistance area. I thought it had a good chance of turning around. Ah, well. On the daily, it did show us a nice strong indecision candle. So if you were trading this on the daily, had I waited for the daily, I would have traded the setup something like this, and it would never have triggered because it never broke that low. So had I used a bit more patience, I wouldn't have lost on this trade. But what can you do? It's been an okay week for me with some of the other trades, some of the scalping trades. Whoa. First question, Edward. Were you splitting your risk or were you all in on all three of those? Because those are highly correlated pairs. So if you're in all three of those trades, you want to be splitting your risk. My plan was to enter both AUDJPY and GBPUSD, but AUDJPY never gave me the setup I wanted, so I didn't enter it. So I was splitting the risk on these two pairs. So I'd only entered half on here, and I was planning on entering the other half on there. But then this one never triggered. Have you watched... wait. It's a recent members-only webinar I did. I'm going to get you a link to it. It's important. Actually, no, it wasn't a members-only webinar. It was an actual public webinar. Either way, I'm going to get you the link. It's important. Need to split... Well, you don't need to, but it's a smart idea to split your risk if you're trading. Where is the webinar? Oh, I got it. No, that's not. That's the back end link. I need the front end link, which is this one. There you go. I believe that's it. Yeah, I'll bookmark that link and watch it later. Yeah, you should split your risk over those pairs. Not sure about EURJPY. I don't really think that was a good trade though. Can you, Edward, can you run your, not right now, but maybe on Skype? Wait, I just want to double check. You said EURJPY. Yeah, can you send me your EURJPY trade, please? Oh yeah, we should discuss that one. Send it to me on Skype, please. I'll go through that one with you. Because, yeah, well, we'll just go through it on Skype. EURJPY seems to have broken out of this range. I was hoping that it would get stuck at the top of this range, but it just didn't happen. Kept going through. I mean, that's fine, I guess, but it's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to get that this range would revive itself, but it hasn't really. Yeah, GBPUSD, nothing much going on there. GBPUSD stalling out at resistance. I get a feeling that this trend, this bearish trend's over. This is starting to trend up. It's not official, but I think GBPUSD is starting to trend up. So price is stalling out here on GBPUSD. It's stalling out at the resistance area. So our natural inclination would be to start looking for a potential short trade, which is definitely possible. Definitely gonna keep an eye on this, see if it stalls out here, see if we can catch a short reversal. But the other side of that is this trend might be over and this might be starting to trend up. So I'm also going to be looking for breaks of this resistance area to trade possible continuations. I think we might be seeing a turn in this trend, which will be good for us over the next few months because we can trade continuations like that. So I am looking forward to this move if it continues up. I'm actually hoping that it continues up. I'm hoping that this bearish trend's over because the longer a trend lasts, the riskier it is to trade in the direction of the trend, the longer it lasts. So this trend, if this trend turns around, this is a fresh trend, so we can get some trades out of that trend. So I'm hoping that the trend's over and the bullish trend has begun. New Zealand USD also seems to be turning around. Hopefully the trend's over on this one too. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to move this area down here to be more in line with this recent bounce here. USDCAD, this one looks quite interesting. USDCAD stalling out on top of this support area. Potential for a long trade here. I'm going to keep an eye on it. USDCHF just trending down at the moment. Keep an eye on the support area, but right now there's no setup there. Wait, USDCAD and GBPUSD, I'll mark those. New Zealand JPY, nothing much going on. GBPCHF, nothing much going on. Right. So USDCAD looking good, potential long trade, going to keep an eye on it. GBPUSD looking good, potential short trade might form, but also we could be seeing a turn in this trend. So let's see how this candle, honestly, probably not going to happen until next week. Anything on this pair, you're probably not going to get anything until next week. EURJPY, this one's just trending up. See what happens at that resistance area. I don't know why I have your AD marked. GBPJPY no longer marked. AUDJPY should no longer be marked. So yeah, it's a bit of a slow end to the week. Slow end to a slow week. Last 2 weeks have not been the best for me. But that's trading sometimes. I'm not going to have a great week every week. Any questions, guys? I'm away all of next week. So the following week. Leaving tomorrow, back on the 28th or 27th. I think the 28th. Then I've got that weekend, so I'll probably be back on the 1st. It's not like I'll be just off the radar. I'll still be on Skype, and I'll still I'll try to do some analysis. I'm not going to do live webinars, but I'll try to do some video recordings, bring in my mic and my laptop, and I'm still going to be doing some trading while I'm away, because I usually do. Any other questions, guys? There might be, but I haven't really been looking. There's been a lot of trends and big moves. Usually when you get the big moves, the compressions aren't there. Like, see, when you get big candles like that, which we're getting pretty much on all the major pairs, like GBPUSD, I guess USDCAD, but not today, but obviously the last 2 days before that. When you get those big candles, those big moves, you don't get as many compressions, because things need to be moving sideways for compressions. And things are certainly not moving sideways right now. Not on the majors, at least. They're moving strongly up and down. Yeah, that EURJPY range lasted us quite a long time. That was an awesome range. I'm sad about that range too. That range was just awesome. But all good ranges come to an end. I think this one might be over, guys. I think we're starting to see a bit of a trend up on all these pairs. So I guess onwards to the next range. Good while it lasted. Well, it doesn't look like there's any other questions, guys. I am sorry again for being late. I lost track of time. Wasn't paying attention to the clock. And yeah, that's just what happened. I'm going to look to put something in place so it doesn't happen again. Not that this happens often. I mean, I can't really remember the last time it happened, but hey, still try to put something in place to prevent it. Anyway, guys, thank you for attending, and I'll catch you guys later.